Yo, what's up, CLT? Get the heckle from the stands. You get the heckle from the stands more than you know. Hello and welcome everybody today to another series. This being played between Team Prime and Lucky Cats. To my knowledge, both of these teams are completely new to the league. I know there's at least 2 returning players on Prime that have played in other teams in the past. Notably, Big B Tiger. He's been with us for, I want to say 3 splits now, if I'm not correct. But yeah, he's been around for some time now. But other than that, everybody else should be pretty much brand new. But yeah, so this is the best of 3. Sorry, I was reading something. This is the best of 3. Again, Fearless. I'm just going to remind that until the end of week 1 in case anyone forgets that we're doing Fearless draft around here. So hopefully we'll get underway shortly. Still haven't had a draft link posted, so we are going to have to wait on that. I also might as well let you guys know this. There's going to be another series today as well. It's going to be featuring, hold on, let me tell you guys in a second. There are so many darn games. It is going to be, where is it? That's Saturday. Royal Rogues versus Femboys tonight at 9:30 CST. So another hour. That match will start. Another one of the mods, Rusty Crow, will be casting that series. I believe he's gonna end up doing it on his own Twitch. But yeah. Yeah, Rika, CLT does a lot, man. He does enough. I've told him. You know, I tell him this all the time, Rika, that he needs to rest more, and the guy just doesn't listen to me. It's darn criminal. Yes, I'm solo casting right now. Nothing I'm not used to. I've done this about 2 trillion times, so. A single cast is honestly not that bad by yourself. It's a little boring, but yeah. All right, so we are into in the draft. Nobody said nothing to me. They didn't post nothing. They're messing with me out here. So why is the draft not popping up? What the heck? Give me a second, guys. There we go. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's kind of take a peek at what's going on here. So we've got Lucky Cats drafting Zyra Lux here, and Prime getting Nunu Jinx. Now, I know Prime's jungler, Nunu one trick, so kind of interested to see they're allowing that to go through. That might be something they get punished for. As far as bans, they banned Silas, Warwick, and Karma on the side of Prime. And Lucky Cat's banning Vlad, Seraphine, and Shyvana. Getting yourself some Jace Gaming here at the B3 pick. Ooh, that's spicy. Aurelian Soul for Prime on their R3. Assuming that's going mid, that's going to be spicy to watch. Scales really, really well. Very strong in the late game. So what Prime's got set up so far is, depending on what this Nunu decides to go, it could be a pretty strong front line pick with two heavy scalers. And then Lucky Cats, obviously, there are no slouches in the scaling department. I'm sure if Jace is going that tanky build, he'll scale pretty well. But, and then we know Luxire's damage mid-game and up. So start one-shotting everybody. The question is that Lux support or AD? We have seen it a lot in the AD role in the past, specifically the last split. So Prime's going to take out Jin and Ornn with their R4, R5 bans, and Lucky Cats will snag two supports with Lulu and Milio. I think both of those are really good bans considering there's a Jinx, got a heavy hyper carry there, so limiting the shield and protection for this Jinx. Yeah, Joe is playing Eureka. You didn't know that? This is his team. Team Prime is Joe's team. I was going to ask him what he wants me to call him on stream. I didn't really want to call him his name, but he's got the Chinese lettering, so I don't really know what to call him. I do not speak any sort of Mandarin. Yeah, and Big B's with him. They assembled last second. I would say I reached out to him like maybe a week before the split started, and I was seeing if he was still interested in playing, and he was. He didn't know if there were spots open, and he sent it, and they got it in time. So here we are. I think Big B's black on his roll and 80 carry. I'm pretty sure. Based on what they're lined up in the chat, that's what it's showing. So, yeah, it should be Big B in the 80 roll. Obviously, Joe Jungle and then the rest of his new teammates. So he's got Svoboda in the top lane, Valoran in the mid lane, and No Attack in the support role. So should be pretty interesting to see. And then on the other side, if you're curious, who's playing, it's going to be Vanillo in the top, Skater Kid in the jungle, Nitobito in the mid lane, Allfire in the AD role, and Rel as the support. So we do see the final draft of these comps. We've got ourselves Pike and a Scion from Lucky Cats. Don't see a lot of Pike in the league, so curious how that'll pan out. But we do know a specific Zillion player in the league. She did play yesterday. Unfortunately, her team did not win. Always gets it banned, though. So I'm sure she'd be excited to see Zillion. We are going to get it based on what I'm seeing, Zillion support, for sure. And Olaf, more than likely, top lane. So that should be an ASOL mid. So no attack is showing to be the support. I mean, that's how they're lined up. So unless they're incorrectly lined up, that is. How do we feel about this draft here, Marika? From what you saw, what's your opinion? Who do you like better?
I'm absolutely livid. You can't cage me for long.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying. I do think that if
I smell fear.
if Red gets the late game, it's GG. So that's my opinion of that. But if Lucky Cats can get a good lead by about, let's call it 15 minutes in the game, you know, after the plates have fallen off, get the objective advantage, I think that they can kind of take prime scaling out of it. But yeah, like anything after 30 minutes, like 35 minutes, that's pretty much the clock here that Lucky Cats is on to win the game. I don't know what the average games have been this split. I'm kind of curious, actually. Take a peek on that.
My genius will be understood
I can actually look.
eventually.
So
I recommend skipping.
let's see how it's been running.
What's wrong?
31-minute
Can't take the
game.
heat.
38-minute games. So we got some long games right there. All right. Holy. Oh, I think that said 46 minutes. Never mind, it said 33 minutes. Bro, that's crazy. All right, so far games are averaging over 30 minutes. That's already 2 series to look at. 50-minute banger yesterday, huh? I know CLT casted one of those games. Honestly, based off what I'm seeing, like, the average is mostly hovering around the 30 to 35-minute mark. Let me check this last series real quick. Yeah. Um, yeah, around 30 minutes. So, I mean, if that's the case, if that's how games are right now, if that's the average, then it might favor Prime's comp just based on that. But there's definitely been some quick finishes. I saw like a 23-minute game, a 26-minute game. So, it is Cyan mid. I just noticed that. I just read your chat. I was checking over the average game time. Cyan mid is not bad. I just don't know how it's going to be into Asol. If this guy knows how to play it like the Baus, it might be hard for Asol, but I would think Asol can free scale here for a bit. How does Nunu go into Syra, though? That seems like a rough game for Nunu, right? Every time you try to roll into an objective, you just got a freaking Zyra plant rolling at your face. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Olaf plus Zillion is just kind of a rough situation for any comp, man. Especially because like they might have to kill Olaf twice a lot in these fights. If Olaf is just being the nuisance and allowing and creating space for the Jinx and the Real and Soul to play the game, and then Zillion ults him. I just imagine that and it just being horrible, man. But all right, we are 45 seconds away from the start of this game. If they could watch out flanks or poke them from a 10,000 might should be okay. Are you referring to? No, which comp are you referring to about the poke, Rika? Talking about Lucky Cat? Oh, blue team. Okay, so we're talking about Lucky Cats. They can poke out the Olaf before he can. I get it. Okay, yeah. It's kind of what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Over or under 15 stacks and minutes for Ace this game. I don't know. You tell me, buddy. How about the Scion stacks? Over or under 8K health this game? I mean, who knows? He might be going the 80 Scion build. And if that's the case, he'll never reach 8K health in a game like this. great, guys. I've got a lovely spectator bug. So, yeah, you're gonna have to give me a moment to figure that out. Let me see if it'll let me reconnect. Hopefully, it just lets me back in. It's not looking good. Probably have to reset my stuff. Oh my goodness. Riot. This just gives me a headache, guys. I'm not gonna lie. All I want to do is cast a damn series. So I don't know what's happening. It's not working though. Alright, where is Big B? There he is. Do apologize, guys. This sometimes happens with this spectator. It can be the absolute worst. There we go. We are in. Very good, very good. And we didn't miss anything.
A summoner has reconnected.
Ah, I see why I got a spectator bug. They paused at the literal start of the game. Why, thank you, guys.
A summoner has reconnected.
Chat's killing me, man. I had to check some multis because it's been a while. You know, you forget. We got casting 24/7. Excuse me. Be gone out of nowhere. Yeah, dude, it's just the best ability. Alright, so we're getting ourselves the classic invade here. Looks like, well, actually, no, not a full invade. They were hoping that someone showed up in lane, but nobody did on the side of Prime. Just the 5-man fan out. Team Prime did get some information of their own. They got a ward on the Raptors.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like that was placed by the new Joe placed that ward. Should note that both the solo lanes on Lucky Cats both went phase rush. And just got aftershock on the Zillion. What's that Guardian? It looks just similar to me. What is that? Will it show it? No, it won't. Okay. Whatever. That's actually Guardian. Yeah, that's Guardian. Alright, for Voda going in here on the Vanillo. Vanillo's trying to run. He's getting hit by multiple undertows here. Third one. That's a lot of damage. Now, there is no flash on this Olaf, but there's potential. Maybe a dive in the top side we could be setting up. Cole level 1 as Acel. I don't know if that's good or bad. I couldn't say. Looks like Jace is going to get out of this lane, though. Be pretty safe. Just get a reset off here. At the moment, you can see Acel can't even break that shield on the Scion. Just tickling him. Ooh, Seer's gonna miss. Nice little attempt there by Ro. So as of right now, the Zyra is up. Couple camps here. It does get the scuttle, so double scuttle here. Out of the Zyra and big lead. And XP early on. Siren gets a really nice ward there on the Gromp. Alright, here's the first gank of the game. Do you see the snowball coming in? They're turning on the Allfire. Allfire is forced to flash away. To my knowledge, Ro does actually have his E. Does not hit the Nunu. He's going to have to flash. He wants to live, but he's not going to live. He's going to be CC'd up and knocked down there by Big Tiger for the first blood. Is gonna have to be a little careful here. Not a lot of mana left on this Cerulean Soul, so shouldn't matter too much. Oh, nice cancel. There's no mana on this Ace Soul, so it's gonna be really hard for him to farm this wave. Oh, there's a fight in the jungle here. Skater Kid actually using his Stranglethorns there for defense. Means will not have the ult for these grubs. Nice final Sparta on the Big B. Does not kill him, but does chunk him out there. Meanwhile, Joe's able to pick up both objectives here, both Drake and Void Grubs. So huge security there for the side of Team Prime. Here comes the snowball. Vanilla does see him on the ward though, so it should be safe. Yep. Just gonna use his little accelerated gate and get out of there. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be a dive, forcing the flash. Well, it's gonna be Ragnarok for flash there. Now there's a huge dive potential. Do you see the pings coming down on the top side of the map? Ward is gonna get spotted out, but he is gonna attempt it. Yeah, it appears that Jace is just TPing away. He says, I'm not going to die here. Alright, to the skies will land. Nice. Nice flash there, but will he die? Chrono Shift's going to come down. Jinx Rocket comes down as well. Doesn't land on anybody, though. And no attack forces heal. Valerian surviving with literally about 40 HP. Very, very close. This is game 1. Alright, is gonna all in here. Ragnarok is still down. Shouldn't use the ghost. I don't know if there was really a kill available there, but I guess Ghost is a pretty low CD in comparison to Flash. Now Ragnarok is back up. Meanwhile, there's a bot play. Nice, nice bind though. So let's keep Nunu from getting in there. This is a very quiet game. The way things are going, we might have ourselves the GA Atacon, something I feel like we never see anymore. Oh, they're trying to find a play here on to No Attack. No Attack's forced to flash away. Oh, Burrell's got to be careful. Here comes the snowball. He's to try to flash. Looks like should be safe. Skewer does land. I think it's going to mean too much. Joe's also forced to flash. So Flash being burned everywhere on the map. But still, no kills. It's that first one. Well, we have it all in here by the Olaf top side. But Vanilla able to kite that out pretty well. Am I seeing maybe a bit of a game 1 jitters? Nobody wants to overcommit. They force the flash out of the Scion. The Scion should go down here eventually. He will, and Stranglethorns does come down, but it's just not going to land. Asol flies out, but that's a kill onto Asol, and only the 3rd kill of the game. You didn't miss a kill in there somewhere. Zillion got popped there by Lux. I missed that. Must have been 2 fights happening at once. Does anybody know how many kills you need before 14 minutes to shift the Atacon? And Joe is just all over Skater Kid in the jungle. As far as the farm, it's a pretty big farm diff for Zyra, but Joe's objective control has been very, very clean. He's gotten himself, his team 2 Drakes, and now he's going to have his team 6 Grubs. So all in all, Prime is only up 1k at this point. But that 1k could probably be looked at as about 2k when you consider all the extra stats being given to the side of Prime with all those objectives. Just went out, it's going to be Ocean Soul. Both Drake and Riftera will spawn relatively at the same time, 10 seconds difference. You see how teams decide to fight over that. Asol also does have his big ult. See a huge farm lead in the top lane. About almost, what's that, 50, 20, almost 50 gold, or 50 minion difference causing this gold lead right now. They're diving topside. No one's going to be careful. Here comes the absolute zero. Joe should be just fine. Oh, no, he will not. Actually takes an extra turret shot and will die. So it's a 1-for-1, but the advantage will go to Team Prime there for sure. So I was looking to make a roam here. Yeah, I'm not sure they have the damage to kill him there. Just kind of messing with him. Yeah, I just mentioned to Calico about the Zillion, so happy for you to join us to see some Zillion gameplay. Looking for, there it is. Oh, apparently it's the Blood Fiddles Otacon. Never mind. This is doomed. I was looking at red buff and I was trying to find Otacon or Brain Man. Slow moment. Oh, nice final spark. You're gonna find 2 members. But there's the engage on All Fire. All Fire's kind of caught in a bad position. Does flash away though. No attack goes down here. The Zillion ulti is there. Lux is dying in the back end. It's a big brawl here in the bot side of the map. It's going absolutely crazy as the Olaf is kind of going off at this moment. Doing absolutely anything he wants. So they have the damage to finish. It doesn't look like they do. And Olaf's going to survive. Give himself a triple kill. Well played there by Svoboda. Skater Kid did come out alive. Doesn't have Stranglethorns. It's kind of just hiding around. Yeah, it was absolutely just crazy. Everything was kind of going on. Different spots. And advantage went over to Prime, but they were not able to acquire the Drake as Skater Kid did survive. But now there's literally not a single summon anybody but the Pike at this point. And now we're right back to it. So much damage coming out of Valorant there. And it looks like it's going to be just a bit of a give angle. Not much of an opportunity to get in and steal. And outsmarting Nunu is definitely very difficult. Pyke is just gone. Another beautiful ult to the skies coming out of Valerian here. The onslaught came in, but it just did not matter. Hit absolutely nobody. Now they're just going to start chasing down, or chasing them out of their own jungle there. Skater Kid's got the moves, but the absolute zero says, I got you. Oh my goodness. This A-Soul is disgusting right now. So that's a Rift Herald picked up for him by Team Prime. Can Obito get out of this? It looks like Valerian's not going to chase any further. He's going to collect his farm. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Really nothing, I guess. There's really not going to be many kill opportunities. Zillion kind of cut that off too. And now the map's just going to get opened up. So dropped in Rift Hero top, so they're going to try to look to maybe get a tier 2. We do see a TP mid. They're trying to continue to pressure mid lane there. Olaf? Olaf found the Rift Hero, but that doesn't matter because Skater Kid is going to fall once again to this A-Soul. Olaf is diving, by the way. That is a dead Jace. No chance of surviving. And now we're just going to see them turn on the Otacon. Now we got Soul spawning in a minute and a half. They do have something on the Valorant. Is it going to be enough? It's the final spark. Pyke does get in there, but a beautiful save there by Noah Tech. Rel is going to go down, dominating now for Valorant. And there's no one to pick anybody else off here at this point. Valorant can just do anything he wants, nearly killing the Scion. Dragon's Breath doing so much damage. What a save by the Zillion there. Perfectly timed. Keeping his A-Soul alive. And now he's going right on top of Allfire. No chance. Even when that, even through the final spark, just face tanking. Really just not even caring at this point. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what the Zyra jungle does either anymore. Champion doesn't look like it does much like it used to. But yeah, that's gonna be Soul, and there's gonna be like, any contest. Oh my goodness, Valorant taking down the Pyke. Pyke just cannot play the game, and that's Soul at 23 minutes coming out of Team Prime. You could say they are primed for a Game 1 victory here. Soul flashing away to keep himself safe. We got Baron coming up here in a minute and a half, so it's probably what they're going to be playing for at this point. Oh, and they're just turning on this poor Cyan. If you're a Cyan, you're getting dove, you know it's rough. Oh, look at this Asol just absolutely going. Oh, the flash in from no attack! But he's not able to get the Zillion off in time. They do get the shutdown for this Lux. But can they get anything else? I do not believe so. Asol did get a double kill in that skirmish, though. And meanwhile, topside, Olaf is just bullying down this tier 3 all by himself. Never. I love the dad jokes. They're the best. Well, Pyke tried to make a play. Did get Bigby's flash, but once again, no chance at living there. Olaf gonna use the Ragnarok just to keep himself safe. Doesn't want to ruin the tempo for his team here. We do see pings on the Baron now at this point. I mean, I'm sure that's pretty much free at this point. Not really sure how Lucky Katz walks in here. It's gonna be very difficult. Here's the TP in from Vanillo. Trying to fight, but look at how big this Olaf is. Here comes a snowball, gonna land onto the stage. Nice knock-up from Obito, but it's not gonna matter. And beautiful absolute zero coming out of Joe, but he is going to fall. Nice final spark, gonna give multiple members, but doesn't matter because even though Esroda does die, he has the Chrono Shift. Now that's 3 dead for Lucky Katz. Not looking very good. 9,000 gold lead. Tier 3 in the top lane falling. Tier 3 in the mid lane falling. Inhibitor's going to go down. Should be 2 inhibs. How far do they want to take this? Do they want to look for the end? It looks like they do, and they're just hitting these turrets. Both Nexus turrets, they're going to fall. Meanwhile, Olaf just creating space, killing Skater Kid in a 1v4. This Olaf is an absolute menace. He just does not die. Here comes down the big ulti from Valerian. They're going to be able to take down Obito once again. No chance for the Cyan to do absolutely anything in this game. And that should be GG. So congratulations on the Game 1 victory out of Prime. And let's see if Lucky Katz can turn it around here in Game 2. My goodness. Look at the ASOL damage, guys. 44,000. Nobody on his team was even close. Holy moly. Pay that guy. Zillion equals winning draft. I do think the Zillion pairing with the Olaf was just really, really nice. Not including, obviously, they're the champs in the game. I think it does well with Nunu as well. To get Nunu in there faster. Keeps the Jinx and Irelia Soul decently safe. I think the biggest problem there was definitely the Pyke not being able to do much. I agree with the sentiment there. I mean, I think Pyke and Zillion's a pretty hard matchup unless the Pyke gets ahead really early. But overall, I mean, it was just a hard game from pretty much every spot on the map. Like, the Scion, it's not useless there, but it doesn't really do enough in terms of really stopping the Ace from scaling. I feel like the jungle matchup was really heavily favored for Zyra, but I didn't really see Skater Kid doing much with that. And then obviously top lane, I want to say it's a bit of a skill matchup, but if this Olaf ever gets the top of Jace, like Jace is gonna have a hard time, right? So, yeah, there's some of that, but I also want to note that I do think the Lux into the Zillion Jinx was actually pretty good. I think that that specific pick could neutralize how hard it would be for Pyke to play the game. They would just have to time their CC well together, but it had potential. What is this graphic? What do you mean? I'm confused. What is your question, sir? All right. Well, we are in the draft here for game 2. Start off with the Silas ban by Team Prime. I believe they banned that last game, so we're going to stick with that, as well as the Warwick. Lucky Cats opting in for the Seraphine again. Maybe Skater Kid or Warwickman. Gonna get ourselves a Karma ban and a Shyvana ban. So I think the bans stay the exact same. They do. Okay. All right, we're gonna start with a Misfortune first pick. Now, this could be risky. Let's see if Lucky Cats plays anything like Braum here. Automatically off the bat, I think Braum is huge in this situation. Nautilus isn't bad as another potential support pick up. Maybe they want to hold their support pick a little bit, but definitely can look to make this MF's life very difficult right off the bat. Lucky Cats opting in for a Kaisa pick. Now, I don't think Kaisa has been particularly great from what I've seen to her in the recent history. I think she's kind of in a mess spot still, but I mean she does have high potential to completely, shred a team. But we are going to get a Lilia into the Volibear. Okay, this could be a Volibear flex. I mean, you never know. Volibear could be going top, but most commonly seen in the jungle. But yeah, Lilia here for Prime. This Prime's going to be pretty squishy early on in this game already so far. See if they can pick up some tankiness, or if they want to maybe. Yep, they're gonna get a little bit tanky, but the Gnar doesn't really give them a really big tank, you know. So far, Prime's a pretty squishy team. Let's see if Lucky Cats can take advantage of that. It's gonna be a Syndra. Okay, I like the Syndra. I'm a fan of the Syndra pick. I do like seeing that. Scales extremely well. High burst. Pretty much good through all parts of the game. So I think so far good response here out of Lucky Cats. Drafting decently well here early on in this game. Somebody's trying to invite me to play. Oh, no. I see. All right, so that was actually the other team captain of the other teams playing today. He thought I was gonna be able to cast. Unfortunately, I cannot. I'm sorry, Cosmic. But yeah, back into this series because I'm casting this one. Mbessa will be drafted here. Baram banned, so it's almost like Prime was listening to me. I do think holding the Braum and not just drafting it there was interesting to me. It's a well-known MF counter, so I almost feel like a bit of a misstep out of Lucky Cats. All right, yeah. So we finished off with the Maokai here. Looks like it's gonna be Maokai support. Interesting. So Maokai into Alistar. Let me get the Ari into Syndra. Pretty common matchup there. All right. Well, I will say I like both drafts. I think both drafts have some exciting things to them. You know, I do think Prime has the better team fight overall. The Alistar Gnar MF combo is going to go absolutely hard. One game one. That was Team Prime. And no worries. Or a bullet. Don't worry about it. You're here now, and that's what matters. Well, I'm glad you're home, CLT.
You can't cage me for long.
We are just getting into game 2, my friend. Team Prime is up 1-0 in the series.
I'm absolutely livid.
We must all make our choices. I smell fear.
Think carefully, my friend.
Your judgment is clouded. Seek clarity. You will lose.
Listen, Mr. Lusty Crow. Time to go have some fun with you, yourself, and I. Well, I'm not part of the I, but you get the point. Because CLT needs the night off, alright? He needs the night off. You're crazy. You would not outbowl CLT. The guy's like a semi-pro, and he ain't touching him. It's crazy talk. CLT's just now getting into his prime, too, so he ain't touching them. You know, bowlers, the older they get, the better they get, you know? It's not like other sports. Alright. Should be getting into the game now. Man, listen, I saw a CLT bowl at the bowling national championship back in 1995 when I was 1 year old, and the dude was absolutely cooking everybody at the bowling alley. Let me tell you, man, man's a beast. All right, I got his signature. He's that good. Yeah, CLT's been around a long time, man. If you guys didn't know, he's been a bowler for a long time. Oh, I'm sorry, CLT. The truth shall set you shall the truth shall set you free, my friend. CLT ain't pushing 50, man. The guy is 50. 51 to be exact. We shall see who's the boomer on Sunday. Okay, buddy. Well, go ahead and you bring your keyboard and your mouse. We'll find out. Until then, you are who you are, and that is Old Man CLT. I don't know, man. I think Zemma's gonna be leaving you feeling a little dazed and confused out there, CLT. You're gonna be like, "Where's the light? Let me go to the light. Guide me there, Zemma." Skater Kid trying to duke it out with Joe here. Joe getting the better of him at this point. Well, All Fire showed up. I mean, this should definitely be a flash coming out of this. Yeah, nope. Lilia will be safe, but they do get vision. A lot of early trading here in the jungle. All right. Okay, taking a bit of that poke from the MF there. I would say so, yeah. It's looks like a pretty standard draft for both teams. That's Voda. That's Voboda getting the best of the name's got trickery for me. Getting the best of Vanillio top, so kind of similar to the last game on that one. So I know Ambessa kind of struggles a bit in the early game. I know she needs like an item before she kind of goes online, so I guess that's a bit expected. Really good warding here out of the bot lane. Are they gonna try to go onto the Alistar? No, no one wants to commit to anything. I think Maokai could have flashed. It was certainly had potential. TP they're using the mid lane by Obito. There you go, CLT. All I know is I'm relaxing, watching a league game, casting a series. I got one of my cats lounging on my lap. I'm a happy camper. We see an engage here by Valerian on Obito. A lot of damage. Scalar Kid rolling on by with the sirens on, saying, hey, back off of my Syndra. Skater Kid, he's going to start up this Drake. So this time around, Skater Kid is getting an objective. Not going to lose all the objectives early on. So he's going to go ahead and turn onto the... Oh, flash in there from Alistair, though. Alfar is going to go down. Really nice engage. Out of no attack. Well played. Lilia moving in here to take away the red buff. No information being given to the Volibear, so no counterplay there on the bot side of the map. No attack though, showing up here in the mid lane. Nice flash. They're going to still try to jump on him. Oh, beautiful EQ, but I don't think it's going to matter. They're going to flash in. They're going to get the kill. Nice kill for Joe there on the Lilia. Baron going in on Obito once again. Oh, so much damage. The final auto will get the kill there. A flash there out of Big B. Keep himself safe. Looks like they're going to try to turn here onto Mbessa. Gonna put her to sleep. Nice layering of the CC. Gonna go ahead and knock her down. Oh, Valerian was taking the turret. Spirit's power's gonna come down, but it's not gonna get the kill. Valerian finally gonna fall with the smite from Skater Kid. Now we're gonna try to turn on to this Alistar. Alistar still has the ulti up though, pretty tanky. Slow will not land. Oh, the flash in there from Skater Kid. I don't think he's gonna get the kill though. Yeah, he's just gonna be knocked away. Oh, Big B's in a bad spot. Gonna get caught out here. Oh, but missed there on the EF by Allfire, but it's not gonna matter as Big B will fall. Trying to ward by himself there. Very good here out of Lucky Cats this time around. They're able to get themselves the Drake lead, which is, I think, pretty big. Meanwhile, though, top's going to have to be very careful. Joe is in the wings. Looks like they're potentially sitting for a drive. Does land the E. Vanilla tries to ult, but he doesn't land it. Let's see if he can kite it out. Does he have the shield? Another Q. Should he get the kill? And it will. Joe's going to pick up another kill for himself now on this Lilia. And that means top turret will fall. Allfire trying to go in there. I think a bit of a mistake. Forced to flash out. Big B still doesn't have his flash up, but he knocked her to land anything. No attack though. Call him the guard bull because he's not letting anybody get in. TP coming in now as well from the Gnar. There's going to be mini Gnar, but they should be able to chase down this Maokai. They're going to be able to force out the flash. Valerian has also arrived, and all in all, it's a net loss heavily for the side of Lucky Cats. Oh, Big B taking the turret! Big B! Oh no! It is a 1-for-1, but unfortunate play by the AD carry from Team Prime. Oh, and now Skater Kid making his own mistake, trying to run into the Gnar. I don't think that's what you want to do. No attack is still pretty tanky. And now Espoda's just going to get another kill. Well played. I don't even think he needed to flash there. Now Joe in a 1v1 topside. Wow, well played by Vanillo, though. No ulti. Could have actually gotten the kill, but all the tier 1s now, though, are going to be down here. Nice charm there on Obito. And now Lucky Cats, I mean, they're down pretty big once again. Roughly 7K in this game. 7.3. Alfar stepping up. Taking some damage there from the Alistar. Nice charm there. Now Skater Kid down a level, is forced to run away here. Actually 2 levels down. There's a heavy advantage here for the Lily at this point. Obito is coming over. Not going to land the EQ though. Going to walk into a charm though. Might spell the death. Beautiful bullet time out of Bigby though. It's not going to be able to get a kill. Flashing there from Joe will get at least one. Doesn't look like Rel has his W. He's going to die to Joe here. And now Joe should die, I think. Definitely not where he wants to be. No, he's going to walk away. A flash topside, but the beautiful sleep going to keep him alive. Well played there by Team Prime, and Joe having himself a really, really nice game here in game 2. And now this is a 10K gold lead that's just going to get bigger here with this turret. We're trying to turn on Bigby. Bigby does have flash, so he's just letting no attack peel, and it's working. Now they're going to drop the Ignite onto Rel. Rel's forced to walk away. That's just a very calm 2v3 there. Now Skater Kid's at the point where he's like, I'm just chasing this guys. But that just means that this Volibear is not meant for this world, and now Lily is unstoppable. Be honest, guys, sitting at 11K at 18 minutes. I'm not really sure there's much this side of Lucky Cats can do at this point. Hopefully they've got some fighting spirit in them, though, and they can maybe follow their way back in. I mean, at this point, the Alistar's not even afraid. It's just defending the ward solo into a Volibear. And he's keeping the ward alive. Alistar versus the world or what? Oh, well played there by Ro to keep himself safe, but man, pay this Alistar. Holy moly. Oh, never mind. What am I saying? The flash pulverize doesn't land, but Valerian's going in. Nice cleanse there by All Fire, but a beautiful bullet time is going to hit every single member of the side of Lucky Cats. Volibear so far is dead. Rel's going to be next up on the chopping block. All Fire is trying to find a way in, but he's going to be hit by the E from Lilia. That's going to be another kill and a double kill for this Lilia. Holy moly. No Attack had his moment, and guess what? It didn't matter. Valerian has his back and goes in there 1v4, doesn't even care. Provides some space for Big B, and that's all they wrote in that team fight. Now first inhibitor is falling here. Oh, they're full sending on to Big B Tiger. Big B Tiger trying to flash away. Just not able to get away. Esmeralda now trying to run away. At this point, they do not care. They're like, guys, just get in there. Nice stun's going to land on Esmeralda. They're going to go all in onto this Gnar. They should be able to shut him down. They will shut down for All Fire at this point. Unfortunately, though, there is potential double inhibitors. Doesn't look like it. Lilia did pick up the Rift Herald while all that was going on. Now Valerian is on the hunt. Gotta dodge the charm. Alright, All Fire is going to be okay. Alright, can they stem the bleeding? That was some nice gold picked up. Got into some important carries pockets. Well, the Otacon's being turned to. Basically, this could, I feel like this is just put it out of reach, no? I mean, the XP they're going to get from this is going to be huge. This is not even considered the gold lead. They get like almost 2 levels with the XP off this.
Patient as a tree.
Oh, they're gonna find a little pick there on Valerian, but I don't think it's gonna matter. He's gonna use his ulti to get out. And now they got Valerian on the retreat, and here is No Attack just doing work on this Alistar. At this point, they're like, just kill the bull! I don't think they can. They're trying to kill Esmeralda, but this is a pretty tinky Gnar at this point in the game. And I'm flashing them with No Attack. This time it's going to work out. But all he gets is a flash out of the Syndra, but that's still pretty huge. Mind you, there's still no Baron on the table, but we're dropping the Rift Herald. And Rel just goes in, gets caught out there and dies. Big bullet time. Huge. Gnar ultimate. And Bessa trying to go and do whatever she can, but there's nothing she can do. She will meet her end just like the rest of her team. And all Fire can do is watch as his base absolutely crumbles here at 24 minutes. And that's going to be GG. And a nice victory here, as that is a series clincher for the side of Team Prime.
Disconnected.
Yeah, that was very swift and crushing game 2 there for Lucky Cats. They weren't too lucky today, you could say. But yeah, so that's gonna be the series. Congratulations to Team Prime. You know, you guys just joined the league, so getting your first series victory's got to feel pretty good. Unfortunate for Lucky Cats, you guys do start out 0-1, but hey, the season has just started. There's still many more weeks to go, and certainly can turn it around. So that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching today, as always. Thanking the teams for playing. Other than that, I guess we will be seeing you guys soon. I think we have a series tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to cast, as I'm probably gonna be busy, but we shall see. I don't know. I can't make any guarantees, right? And then I know we've got a couple more series over the weekend, and then we'll be done with week 1. So it's been an exciting first week of the split so far. But yeah, and also check out. I know Rusty is streaming the other series right now. Again, so go ahead and check that out. Go give him some love and see how that series is going. It is Femboys versus Royal Rogues. So yeah, go check it out. Thank you all again, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful night.